My name is Hashel Al Lamki. I am a visual artist currently based in Abu Dhabi. My practice is very dynamic. I don't want to label myself as a trajectory of an artist who's just going to produce one medium throughout their career. Art is everything and everywhere. It happens naturally. I'm a collector of things. When I'm starting to collect, I'm not necessarily I don't know what I'm gonna make with it. But once I have a quantity, because quantity also is an important aspect for me. Once I have a huge pile of things, I look at them as okay, what do we do next? And that's how it starts, by testing and then taking it from there. There's so much waste that goes into art making that I don't feel sustainable at all. There's how can I repurpose this? There's a second life to everything. I can't just come and declare that this is no longer useful. I've recently installed and waiting for my solo show to open to the public at Warehouse 41, curated by Munir Al-Sayigh and titled The Cup and the Saucer. So the show at Warehouse 41 is a result of a 2-year exercise of exploring different notions of separations and unity. Screensavers, it's a metaphor for this kind of hyper-reality that we all go through day to day. Just thinking about the idea of that sort of a screen that comes to fill in a gap when there is no force applied. Our life right now, with everything is going on, it is almost like going through a screensaver. Everything has stopped and there is some sort of a hyper reality. No one knows what's happening. Is this actually real? It's not. And we're all waiting for that moment of click where things go back to normal. The beginning was difficult, but then as I understood my role as an artist during quarantine is actually, it's a blessing. I need to be in my studio 24/7 and just produce, where it's you're given this extra amount of time and you have to do something with it. The engine is still running in the background. I ended up going to all different bookstores here in Abu Dhabi, making sure that I have enough supplies because I don't know when this is gonna end. And then I just started painting again, and that's how I spent the past 3 months. I think I was still high on the cup and the saucer and the production, and just kept I tried to harness that energy into producing more work. Linger and Departure. It's a 10 meters by 275 meters painting at the solo show, and it's the biggest work there. It's a painting of a giant golf course. It's a metaphor of this, again, hyper reality that we live in here in UAE. And the golf course has been taken over by animals. We did a research on animals that live in between two worlds, between land and water. So you have a bear, you have penguins, you have frogs, you have all these metaphors of existence in between worlds. And I think that is pretty much what we live in. We all, whether physically we're doing it or hypothetically and mentally we're approaching our lives that way, but you're always in between two spaces. It's a departure for me personally from my work with Mohammed Al-Mazroui, a show that I did at New York University, Abu Dhabi. And we also had a giant painting there, and kind of not really depart, but it's also continuing the same ideas and thoughts that we had together, but this time on my own. Versailles is looking at places of origin, and it's a series of 50 paintings looking at Al Ain specifically. I'm from Al Ain. So you have Jebel Hafit, you have the fruits market, you have the gas station. This time what I'm continuing, it's through the same trail of thoughts, but kind of looking at new apertures of thoughts and ideas. And what I was interested this time is actually I was looking at upstate New York, and it's looking at American landscapes and addressing emotions, love, pain, fear, through different sceneries. My time in New York was very vibrant, and it really enriched my practice, but also me as a person. I've completed a few residencies, but the last one was Sheikh Hashel Fellowship for Emerging Artists. Post my completion of the fellowship, I started Beit 15 with Afra Al-Dhahri and Metha Abdallah. It's an artist-run studio spaces and a gallery space located in downtown Abu Dhabi. The way we started in 2017, end of 2017, and officially we extended our home to other artists in 2018. And I think the need was actually, one is to be able to contribute, and our role and our belief in the importance in the voice of the artists in the community. To me, it's not just like actually being in shows and being supported and doing all of that. It's actually being able to contribute in the cultural landscape through having a voice and a genuine space where allows discussions to happen. We have group critiques. We invite the public who are also part of the conversation, and we needed that to happen in a more organic way. And I think this is like the core mission of Beit 15. In Abu Dhabi, we are still very shy when it comes to being critical and discussing ideas, and we all have a role in contributing in each other's existence. And I think my role is actually to produce content that engages people and like raise questions, and hopefully there is dialogue and there is progress.